Hello everyone, I'm Nonye and this is Chat with Nonye. Today I want us to have a heart-to-heart talk. Mm, yeah, what's happening? No, I really want to know what's actually happening because the rate at which people are divorcing, it's alarming. People are going their separate ways. Oh, it's something else. What did our mothers do right back then? What's happening? I would like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. If you're seeing me for the very first time, I'm Nonye and this is Chat with Nonye. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and like I said, I would like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. Let's start by defining marriage. Marriage is the coming together of two people, not just coming together of two people. Now, where you have witnesses, and you're being pronounced husband and wife, or whichever way it is, however you decide to do it, as long as you have witnesses on that set day, then your marriage. Let's now talk about the reasons people get married. Number one, the one that is major, most common, if I'm to say, is love. People get married out of love. Yes. So if you're going to get married out of love, it simply means that you guys have been together for some time. You had stages, before the final stage, which is being married, So, and apart from that, you see the RNG kind of marriage rather, where one family and the other family want to cement their relationship and they decide to bring their sons and daughters together to get married. Yes. Now, these two that I have mentioned has nothing to do with being desperate. First was out of choice, and the other one, you don't really have a choice because you want to like make your parents happy. You understand? Now, every other one I'll be talking about or I'll be mentioning after now has desperation attached to it because every other one I'll be mentioning, they are being in a subtle way coerced into getting married. Then one out of this list is the traditional setting. Now, there's in the Igbo land, you have a group of people called the Umonas, the kindred. These men come together once a while to have their meeting. Now, if you're a man of a marriageable age and you don't have a woman under your roof and you come for this kind of a meeting, I'm sorry, when people are contributing, as in their thoughts, towards whatever it is that is being spoken about, you can contribute, but it will not hold water. They will not value your thoughts simply because you're not married. They don't see you as a responsible person. So your contribution is not responsible enough. The same is applicable to the woman. God help that woman if she's not the topic of the day. Yeah, God help her if she's not the topic of the day. Peer pressure. Let's take, for example, a lady having 4 or 5 friends. 3 out of her friends are married. One is engaged to be married, and nothing is happening. They will not outrightly call her out, but the way they will paint it, the way they will be talking about it, she will feel left out. Yes, she will feel completely left out. Now, the same too is applicable in the Christendom, where there's some sensitive positions that you cannot hold because you're not married. In the corporate world, the same thing is applicable. There's some positions that are called sensitive position that is only left for married people. Now, like I said, all these ones I mentioned now has desperation attached to it. I wouldn't say that the rate of divorce now falls into this other category. I wouldn't say that because you might love somebody, get married to that person, then fall out of love eventually. But where I'm actually headed, that I feel we've all missed it, is the fact that if I'm wrong, please share your thoughts down in the comment section. Correct me. But this is my thoughts, what I feel. Everybody has a personality, and your personality only pops up in your comfort zone. So when you are whatever, whether you are in love or you were being connected with your father's family, or you got married out of desperation, you once had a safe space where that part of you will pop out, where you will let loose. Let me use the word, permit me to use the word vulnerable, where you'll be very vulnerable. You understand? Now, when you now get married, while you were courting, dating, or whatever with your partner before marriage, that part of you stayed inside, stayed hidden. Not that you were hiding that part of you, it just comes out naturally. Everybody is vulnerable. You can only show your vulnerability when you're in a soft, your safe place, rather. That is only where you can show your yes. When you're in your safe place, you become vulnerable, you let loose. Everybody, everybody is vulnerable. So now when you now get married, now that vulnerable part of you have found a safe place, has discovered another safe place, it pops out. I guess that is where the problem is. The partners finding it now difficult to handle. Then you now hear, oh, I never saw this part of you. Ah, so you've been hiding, you've been lying. It's always a problem. But the truth, like I said, is not that the person was actually hiding, but that part of the individual just stayed inside because they've not found their safe place. People go their separate ways out of abuse, domestic violence of various types. Many a times, this domestic violence is not physical. We concentrate so much on physical domestic violence, but we know we have the mental one. We know we have the emotional one. Ah, those ones are brutal because they don't leave a mark. They don't leave a mark. You know, when somebody hurts or hits you, you can see the sign on your body. The person will come back and say, oh, sorry. Or you can use makeup to cover it up and step out. But when it comes to emotional, when it comes to mental, it drains. That one even no sends you to the afterlife faster. And one other thing I want us to know that we keep forgetting is that before marriage, you were somebody as a man and as a woman. You were somebody before you were married. You had a personality. You had a life. Oh, see, until people sit down sit down and have a heart to heart talk with their partner before taking this big step. Trust me, I guess the divorce rate will reduce, because you would see that a lot of people are separating from their partner, probably because the woman all of a sudden became very successful and the man cannot handle the success. Or the man started make it became so successful that it gets into his head, he forgets his family. So until we sit down, getting married is not the last um, point in a relationship. There's more at stake. Like I said earlier on, you can love somebody and fall out of love. But before getting married, if you have steps that you take, that you guys have sat down and have a heart to heart talk, when you get into the marriage, you bring that into it. I'm a career person. I'm not willing to stop that part of my life because I'm getting married. And the man says, you know what, I don't want a career woman. Hey, not that okay, you will hide that part of you. Okay, don't worry, when we get married, we know how to adjust ourselves. And no, you're a career person, so you're a career person. You know that the man you're going to get married to is a laid back person, is a lazy person. You know his strengths, you know his capacity, you know everything about him. But because you want to be married at that time, you took hedge. Then at the end of the day, it becomes a problem. Now, these are things that I feel we all need to sit down and talk about. Now, I'm not talking about a situation whereby um, it becomes an abusive one. And I'm not talking a situation whereby the man starts cheating. It's not everybody that can take it. Because what a woman would take when a woman finds out that her husband is cheating and she decides to forgive. When a man finds out that his wife cheats or is cheating, he won't have the heart to take that pain, that betrayal. He won't have the heart. But a woman can, like, you know what, I won't, it's individual. It's individual. Some women are like, I will not, for the life I have built to this person, why will I now walk away just because he did this? That person, some, for some, like, this is a height of betrayal. Everybody has that deal breaker. Everybody has it, the deal breaker. But I feel the bottom line here is we really need to sit down. Whether society that has dictated this journey for you, but before you walk down that path with the person, please sit down and have a genuine talk. Yes, have a heart to it. In fact, it is better your relationship, it is better you stay on marriage than going through the process at the end of the day. You hear some people after 2 weeks, they've gone their separate way. You will hear some people that they've been friends for years and they got married less than a month. They've gone their separate ways. And you're asking yourself, okay, what really happened? What happened? I just believe that heart to heart talk, that tough talk was not spoken about, was hidden. And everybody just go into it and say that we'll rough them. You don't rough marriage. You don't rough marriage. Oh. You don't have a choice of the family you come from, but you do have a choice of the partner you want to build your life with. Ireti Joy said something. I love that woman. When somebody asked her, why wasn't there any drama when you were separated from your husband? And she said she didn't owe anybody any explanation. And Bam Bam and Teddy A is speculation. Yes, it's just speculation. Yes, we know Bam Bam is no longer does not add Teddy A's surname to hers, and she celebrated her daughter's birthday. Teddy A wasn't there, and Teddy A, when he was saying the women in my life, Bam Bam, he didn't mention Bam. Those are things that we know. But have they actually come out to say, you know what, we are no longer together? And why is it that when marriages don't work, the bulk of the blame goes to the woman? Why? It takes two to have a workable marriage. Like I said, I would like to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. Why is there so much? Why is the divorce rate so high? Is it that everybody is meant to be married? Please, I would like responses. See you in my next video. Bye.